Releasing your joy. March 3, 2014. In your current life stream, each of you are receiving many different ways for you to pursue peace, joy and happiness. Many of the different ways that capture your attention that is regarding your pursuit for joy encourages you to look beyond yourself. The happiness, joy and peace found from doing and from having is often described and felt as unsatisfying and short-lived, where you ultimately find yourself desiring more and trying to do more, just to try to reach an unattainable goal. It's like trying to scratch that frustrating itch you have at the center of your back. The more you aim for it, the more out of reach you seem to be, and it never seems to stop. Please allow yourself to comprehend the simplicity of joy and how accessible it is regardless of your exterior circumstances, or how much stuff you have or how much activities you force into your already busy lives. If joy is so simple to attain, then why are so many beloved children of God finding joy to be so elusive? Well, my dears, joy is an emotion, and just like all emotions, it does not last. Remember, your emotions are meant to flow through you, not remain as a permanent fixture. You cannot just turn a joy switch on and off at your will, and you definitely cannot hold on to joy forever. When joy enters your current life stream, the important thing to do is welcome this joyful experience, and when it's time for it to leave, allow it to leave with grace. Of course, having us tell you this sounds simple, but putting this into action can become a trifle difficult. Try to remember, dear ones, that the success of your life is not what your money can buy, but from the amount of joy you are able to feel and experience. When you make finding joy a priority, what you are truly doing is adding more stress and strain to your spiritual journey, building attachments and expectations which will create the joy that you are seeking to be even more elusive. Don't turn your quest for joy into a trap which you get caught up in for an indefinite amount of time. The key to finding your measurement of joy is found within the times you have felt happiness, joyful and passionate, in comparison to the times you have spent in emotional situations where you felt frustrated, impatient, or even boredom. When you truthfully investigate how much joy you have experienced in comparison to how much dissatisfaction you have experienced, you will quickly learn much of yourself and possibly come to the realization that your joy has been covered up by delusion, misconceptions, and misunderstanding, where you were trapped in grief caused by heavy worry and conflicts that left damaging residual effects upon your inner self. When the realization sinks in that you have trapped your ability to feel more joy by hanging on to the negatives life has shown you, then you begin to see with great clarity the importance of releasing your negative emotions and raise your measurement of joy, so this divine and sacred emotion and its energy can touch every aspect of your life. The best way for you to feel more joyful more often is essential for you to let go of all the negative baggage that has been blocking your joy from rising to the surface. Some of the things that are able to block your joy are a feeling of dissatisfaction within any kind of relationship. You may feel overwhelmed by all the things you need to do, you worry about your financial station, you focus largely on a dear friend or family member that has left this world, or on a relationship that didn't work out. You may overeat, or choose to not eat well at all. It is negative reactions such as these and more that prevent you from releasing your joy and from finding peace and happiness. Understand, dear ones, if you are feeling sad or disappointed, it is not possible at that exact same time to reach a positive emotion. Talking yourself out of negative self-talk and from thinking negatively does take time, and in the long run it will work as long as you are patient and can persevere the indefinite amount of time this venture could take. It is always easier to confront the negative emotion immediately, acknowledge and accept it. When you purposely receive and admit to having this negative thought and emotion, then you are able to release this from yourself. When you release your negative emotions and thoughts, almost instantaneously your thought form also changes back into more positive and happy ones, without causing any effort to make them change. When you are willing to feel your negative emotions fully as they rise and you remain present and fully attentive with it, you have given the negative emotions the acknowledgement they deserve. Then you let them go. It is really that simple. It only becomes difficult when you fight this part of yourself. Don't fear letting go of your negative thoughts and emotions. Remember, they came to teach you something of yourself. Once you have learned their significance, then it's time to move on. The next time you are faced with negative emotions and thoughts, where you feel worried or anxious, let them be. Do not do anything, just let them be. Sit with your feelings and thoughts and you will discover how quickly they will change on their own because you are not reacting to them. Of course, this may take some time because working with emotions requires you to be quick and ready for sudden changes. It requires a great amount of discipline and understanding that time is your friend, not the enemy. Meditation and prayer often help to strengthen your ability to just be and to allow your emotions to flow through you without reacting to them. As you continue to work on your emotions, learning to acknowledge their presence, and learning to release the negative ones, you are paving your own road to achieving a happier life that is more joyful and peaceful. And the more you practice letting go of the negatives, the more joyful you will be. There are other ways to create joy in your life, dear ones, and we encourage you to discover some of these positive ways that fit who you are. Maybe spending time with nature on a nature path, where you walk among the trees and all of nature's beauty. There is no talking, no thinking, just being fully present where you are. There are many dear souls that find joy feeding the pigeons in their local park, or watching the squirrels play. Joy can be found in countless of places. All you have to do is open yourself up to see the happy, joyful treasure of life that is flowing and moving around you. Every time you create a moment that is joyful and happy, you are widening your path to discover more joy. As you go through your day, think of joy in all you do. Joy in your actions, words, feelings, thoughts and actions. Allow a mental image of joy to take place inside your mind and permit this image to flow through all your actions. With every step you take it with joy, and you are able to see this joy flowing through every movement you make. Allow yourself to see the energy of your joy as you take one step to another direction. Watch your joyfulness grow. As you breathe, allow joy to fill your lungs, giving your total body a revitalizing elixir of joyful energy, and allow your joyful spirit become one with all that you are in all that you do. Dance in the joy of your being, love who you are as you are, for you are beautiful in our eyes. And so it is. I am Archangel Gabriel through Julie Miller. SpiritualNetworks.com